Hi everyone, Tracy here with an update video. In this video it's going to be a bit of a mishmash of a whole bunch of stuff that I want to say and show and talk about some upcoming videos that will be happening on my channel. There's been a lot of changes in my scrapbooking over the past couple of weeks. I've stepped down from the Scraptastic design team and kind of thought about what else I want to do with my scrapbooking and with my YouTube channel. So the first thing that happened was I stepped down from the Scraptastic Kit Club, and I had been a member of the team for over 3 years, and I really loved the team. It was an amazing team. I loved the kits, but I felt like I just wanted a little bit more variety in my scrapbooking. Because I scrapbook and I have a full-time job that is not in the scrapbooking industry, I only have a certain amount of time to scrapbook, and so I found that with design team commitments and the things that I wanted to do, I just found that I wasn't getting a chance to use all of the products that I wanted to try and use, and I wasn't getting a chance to make all of the videos that I wanted to make, and I had a couple of classes that were in the works that I just never seemed to be able to get done, and so I thought that if I didn't have any official commitments to any particular company, it would make me a lot more able to do many different things as opposed to having the same things that I'm doing every single month, month after month. So that was my rationale behind stepping down from the team. And then, of course, since then, the Scraptastic Club has stopped making 12 by 12 scrapbook kits, which I did not know that was coming or anything, but that's another kind of sad development in the scrapbooking world, because I really loved their kits and I was looking forward to buying some of their kits in the future. So that was sort of unfortunate and unrelated to my move. And then I got to thinking, do I want to subscribe to a different kit? I mean, I was kind of torn, because on the one hand, I love having kits come in every month and not having to think about it. I mean, Jessica's style was so in line with mine that it was a no-brainer. Like, I just knew that things I love would be coming in to my scrap room month after month, and I didn't have to worry about what was being released and being on top of it all and shopping around and making sure that I get everything that I need. But on the other hand, I kind of love shopping around. Like, there's a bit of that I like. I mean, I don't like it as much as some people do, but I was kind of missing the shopping aspect. And so I knew for sure that I didn't want to join any particular kit club, like where I sign up and I get the same kits month after month, just because I'm not ready to commit to something like that at this point. The reason I stepped down from Scraptastic was that I really wanted to kind of shop around and have a combination of maybe kits from companies that make kits and also collections and using some of my stash and that sort of thing. I love new things. Like I always love the new collections, and I don't think I'm going to stop shopping, and this video will be proof of that, but I don't think I'm going to stop shopping, but I'm definitely wanting to dip into my stash more than I have had a chance to in the past. Having said that, I have got a whole lot of things to show you guys today. So that was my thinking. So that was one new development in my scrap room, was that I'm not going to have Scraptastic kits coming in month after month, and unfortunately that becomes the reality for many people who were getting Scraptastic kits, so that's kind of sad. So because of that, I did a bit of shopping, and I probably went a little overboard on the shopping. I thought, I've really wanted to try a Felicity. So I'm just going to talk a little bit. I'm not going to show, this is not going to be a full haul video. It's going to be more about like updates, which is going to end up being a big part of those updates, is going to be showing you some of the things that I bought. So I did go ahead and subscribe to the Freckled Fawn Embellishment Kit Club, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this in a separate video. I'm going to share the contents of the August Freckled Fawn Embellishment Kit, and I just decided that with the frequency that I was buying these kits anyways, I was buying probably 3 or 4 a year, and so I think a combination of not having a regular kit club sending me lots of embellishments every month, and just the fact that I really love the Freckled Fawn embellishments and washi tape and all the little assortment of things that you get. And with the shipping, it just kind of seemed like it made good sense for me. I will show this in a separate video because this video could become very long if I show you the details of every single thing that I got. So I did some shopping and I did end up subscribing to the Freckled Fawn Kit Club, and I'll give it a go for the 6 months and see if I think that it's worth it if I'm using the things. It's definitely worth it, but my question is it a good value for me personally? Because if I'm going to be using these things, then it's worth it. But if they just kind of collect, then it's not really worth it. I pulled out my April I think was the last time I got a Freckled Fawn kit, and I pulled it out to see how much of it I had used, and I've used quite a lot of it. I didn't use the letters. The letters and the badges are still in here, and I think I forgot about these. Fun. I'll probably use those on my travel pages. So there's a few things left from April's kit, but anyhow, I think it's going to work out well for me. I'm excited to be getting those every month, and that's my no-brainer. So even if I do no shopping, I'll still get an assortment of cute little things every month, so I like that. I did do some shopping at Simon Says Stamps. I needed to get more of these Avery L stamp and die storage pockets, and I talk about those in a separate video that I don't think I've uploaded yet. I got a little bit behind before I went on vacation, and I had made a whole bunch of videos, but I didn't get a chance to edit them and upload them. So you'll see me talk about how I use these. These are really common, lots of people use them, and so I had to get more of those, just more of a maintenance thing. I got another one of these because I already had bought one. I actually won it at the crop that I went to at Crop and Create, and it perfectly holds gel pens. And the one that I already had, it was exactly like this. It's from Fancy Pants from the Atwell collection. And the one that I have stores about half of my gel pens, and so I thought if I got a second one, I love the size of it, and I love that it's top loading and like the skinny part. So what I'm trying to say is that as opposed to some of these kinds of pencil cases, this is one that I bought and never did use, as opposed to these kinds or these kinds where you open it up and you see the bodies of all of the pens. In this case, you open it up and you can see the tops. And because my gel pens, I get these Sakura gel pens, the Jelly Rolls and other ones that are by Sakura, you can tell by the top what marker you're picking, and so I really like that idea of, I really like these bags for markers. So I really like these bags for markers, and I use it quite a lot, so I just thought getting a second one was a worthwhile investment so that then I can bring all of my markers if I want to. I bought a bunch of alphabet dies, so I was thinking about buying this one. This is called Louie's ABCs. It's quite expensive, and alphabet dies are often quite expensive, and so that's what really kept me from buying this way back when I bought my other Lawn Fawn alphabet stamps. Not stamps, but dies. But I just kind of felt like I know that I'm going to use it, and I've been using my alphabet dies quite a lot more lately for cards and for things that the kids are doing, and also even for scrapbooking pages. So I went ahead and got these because these are a set of letters that I've been really, really loving and wanting for so long that I just felt like I should get them finally. And then I also got a couple of other, this is called Script Alphabet Die Set, and it's from Echo Park, and it comes on a plate, which means that you're going to have to die cut all of the letters every time. I had to cut down the packaging quite a lot actually in order for it to fit in one of these Avery L pockets. But anyhow, I got this, and I'm not entirely, I like that it's kind of like a scripty, stylized font. It's kind of italicized, and I really like it, but I'm not entirely sure if I like that you can't just kind of break apart the letters and cut the letters that you want. Not for a waste reason. I mean, waste is an important reason too, but for me, it's the inconvenience of having to kind of like pick through. You have to pick them all out, even though you don't want them. And then what do I do with the scraps? I always feel bad throwing away letters that I haven't used, but how on earth are you going to store them? It just like creates a lot of emotional turmoil for me. That sounds very dramatic. But you know, it's just kind of like, I don't want to have to think about those things when I'm scrapbooking. So anyhow, it's on a plate. I liked the font enough that I decided to buy it anyways. It's not that big of a deal. And we'll see if I end up keeping those scraps or what I mean, I guess you could cut out little pieces and try to just cut the pieces that you want. But who am I kidding? I'm not going to do that. So I got that, and it is again by Echo Park, and it is called Script Alphabet Die Set. And I will make some samples for these, and I'm going to show you actually how I store my alphabet dies. And when I was on vacation, another big update for my scrap room is that I now have a Razcog. Woohoo! I bought it in Toronto and packed it in my suitcase and brought it. And so I've never really brought furniture home in my suitcases before, but it worked and I have it all assembled. I got home really late last night and assembled it because I just wanted to have it already. And I spent most of the morning, it's now 8:47. I have been up since 6 figuring out how to store my Razcog cart. So I'll show you a little bit of that at the very end, and then I am going to do a separate video about my Razcog and my die letter storage. So then I also got this Neat and Tangled die set, alphabet die set, from Nice and Neat Dies, which is a company that is new to me. It's made in the USA, and it's Steelcraft dies. Steelcraft wafer thin dies made in the USA. Dies can be used with most die cutting machines to cut paper, felt, and other materials to add fun to your crafty projects. So I recently took my felt and also my foam out. I had my foam in with my doll customization supplies, and I had my felt in with my sewing stuff. And I recently took those things out and put them amongst my scrapbooking stuff so that I can use them more. So I'm hoping that I will be using all 3 of these die sets on alphabet, on titles for my scrapbooking pages. And those were bought, those dies and this were bought at Simon Says Stamp, except the Lawn Fawn dies were bought straight from Lawn Fawn. So Simon Says Stamps, it's just kind of like a small haul. So then, those of you who subscribe to Felicity Jane will recognize this beautiful box and the stripes. This is a Felicity Jane kit that I got. And I really was not planning to buy a kit right away. I just wanted to shop and just buy some other stuff. But I have been wanting to grab Sue's Fish's Felicity Jane kit, and I wanted to make sure I got it before it sold out. It's already a month old or maybe 2 months old at this point, and so I just didn't want to wait too long on buying it. So I bought it. I'm going to put it away and use it probably in the fall or in the winter. But look at how beautifully the Felicity Jane kits are packed. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. It comes with this polka dot paper, and it makes me just want to buy more of these kits. And look, it has little, oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to share this on a separate video, but I just wanted to say that I got this. I did not subscribe to Felicity Jane, but I bought the kit because I just wanted to get it as a one-off. I'll probably try more of their kits because my understanding is that this kit is actually not, it's a little bit different from most of the Felicity Jane kits, and so in order to really get a sense of what the Felicity Jane kits are like, I'm not going to use this as my example. So one of the things that I was going to say at the beginning that I kind of got off track about is about shopping around and kits versus buying just an eclectic mix of stuff, or maybe just buying a bunch of collections. So what I kind of decided to do was that with the collections that I really, really love, I will get them because I've always bought the collections that I really love, even though I've always had kits coming in. And so that's really no different. I'm going to keep on buying collections when I see them, or for example, like a kit that I really love, I'll just get it. But I'm not really going to subscribe to a kit club. But what I thought I might do is just kind of sample some kits over the next year or so And, you know, every once in a while, this is probably not a great example because this particular Felicity Jane kit is not reflective of these kits, but I thought that that would give my subscribers an opportunity to check out a variety of different kit clubs have to offer, and what you get in the kits and that sort of thing. Because people have been subscribing to me and watching me for a while, you've gotten a really good sense of what the Scraptastic Kit Club used to offer when it had 12 by 12 kits. But now I thought maybe I would just kind of sample and show you guys what's out there, because I know that a lot of people will be looking for kits for kit clubs now that they have discontinued the Scraptastic ones. So I'm going to share the contents of this in a separate video, so watch for that. And I also, this is my package that I ordered from Paper Issues, which is my new very, very favorite shop to shop at. I love, love, love Paper Issues. And so I love how it's packaged. I love that she ships everything really quickly. I love her shop. I love her attitude. She's just awesome. So I am going to share I am going to show you guys what I got in this, but not quite yet. So I have two more things that I will share with you guys in separate videos because there's just too much stuff here. I have Cute Girl from Pink Paislee, and I have Dear Lizzie here to share with you guys. So I will show those in separate videos. Yeah, so what else did I want to talk about? I'm going to show you what I got in this, and then I'll make a separate video about this and a separate video about this. The other thing that I wanted to say is, look what I found. I have a Cuddle Kids, which I knew I had, but for some reason it hadn't occurred to me that I could use it as an adult. I didn't, you know, sometimes you get stuck in your way of thinking about things. So this is a very small die cut machine. It was designed for children to use, and I don't think they make it anymore. It was made by Provocraft as like a little kid version of the Cuddle Bug. So it's the Cuddle Kids. Isn't it cute? And I had bought two of these for my daughters when they were, first of all, I really wanted to buy some for my daughters because they used to, when I had my Cuddle Bug, they used to use it, and I would kind of they were really, really young then, so they didn't really use it, but they would pick out things and I would cut them for them. And so I really when I found out that Provocraft made these, I really wanted to get some for my kids. I really just wanted to get one for my kids to share. They really didn't need each one because it's a tool, right? They can share it. But I went to Michael's and I just kind of, they were not all that expensive, but I didn't really want to spend the $20 or whatever it was to get it, and then there would be dies to buy because they had like special dies that had foam on them so that the kids couldn't cut their fingers on them or whatever. And so anyhow, it was an idea that I had, and I never did follow through with it. But then months went by. This was years ago. Months went by, and I saw them at Michael's. They must have been discontinued, and they had the machines for I think $4 each. Something like $3.99 really is standing out to me. They were marked down and then marked down again and then marked down again. Like they had a whole bunch of clearance stickers on them. And when I got them, they were so cheap that I just picked up two because I had two kids. So I bought the two of them. They come with these cutting plates, which my kids have used thoroughly. And it's the thing that I'm so excited about is that there's this new trend towards having small die cut machines that are just tabletop. You know, they don't take up much footprint on your space, and you can just leave them out. You don't have to lug out your big one and that sort of thing. I keep my Big Shot fairly close to me because I use it quite often, but I really love the idea of having this right on my worktop surface, because sometimes you're just cutting like a little tiny heart or a little strip of borders or something like that. And so I really like the idea of having this out and handy, and it's lightweight and easy to use. So I went ahead and I put this on my table, and I'm going to be using it. I think it's going to be really awesome for me because I make process videos, and so rather than having to clear everything off of my space and pull out that big machine and blah, 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 crank it through, sometimes I actually don't make certain embellishments just because I don't want to do all that stuff. So this will be really great because even when I've got a whole bunch of stuff on my work surface, I can just pull this out and run it through and make a couple of small embellishments without having to go through the whole rigmarole. It's a bit of a luxury. I don't think a person who has a full-size die cut machine really also needs a small one. I think it's a really great option for somebody who, and you can't buy these anymore, so I'm talking more about the ones that you can still buy, which is the diamond press, and I think there's a couple of other ones out on the market as well. But you might have this, or you might have a Sidekick kicking around if you've been scrapbooking for a while. I'm too new to scrapbooking to have bought a Sidekick, or even, like, they weren't even for sale when I started. So let's have a look at what I bought from Paper Issues. Yay! So first of all, look at the packaging. It's so pretty. So pretty. I got mostly Take Me Away, but I think I got a couple of non-Take Me Away things. I could be wrong. And I didn't get every single thing, but I got a lot of stuff. So, cute little card. Cactus makes perfect. Oh, that's so cute. Cactus makes perfect. That's adorable. Paperissues.com. So check out Paper Issues because they're awesome. So I got the 6x6 paper pad. I'll give you a flip in a second. I got the wood veneer. They look kind of like foamy wood veneer. Ephemera. Huh, I'm interested in seeing those. I got the thicker foam phrase stickers. I got, this is from Dear Lizzie. And I got the, is this from Take Me Away? Yeah, I think it is. Or no, I can't remember. Yeah, it is. It's from Take Me Away. Wild Heart accent phrase stickers, and these are chipboard stickers. And then I also got the Dear Lizzie Hello stickers. Even though it's not the same collection, it has some similar colors. It has this peach color, it has the yellow, it has black goes with everything. And so I got those. And I got the Take Me Away Acetate, which is very pretty. It's prettier than I thought it was, actually. I'll take everything out and show it to you. And then I got one of every kind of paper, and boy, a lot of paper comes with this collection. All right, so Take Me Away. The 6x6 paper pad looks like this. So it's smaller versions of all of the papers that you get in the collection. They're single-sided, so you don't have to worry about sacrificing one for the other or anything like that. There we go. That's the Take Me Away paper pad, which is of course designed by Paige Evans, who we all love. There are 36 sheets of paper in this pad. I'm going to show you the acetate. Oh, look at how pretty that is. So I am going to show it on its packaging so that you can see it a little bit better. It is this beautiful floral pattern with gold accents. It's just so pretty. Just so pretty. I'm going to chop it up for sure and use it in my layers. So pretty. This is number 1, and of course Pink Paislee now numbers their papers instead of naming them, so this is number 1 from that line. It's a cut apart sheet with, you know, nice journaling pieces, nice titles. Then the other side is this beautiful watercolored ombre effect of, it's like a lavender color. It's very pretty. Number 2 looks like this. It's a really pretty rose floral. It looks like it's watercolored. It's very pretty. I like the white around the watercolor details. I like that it looks like a watercolored background instead of just putting it on a pink background. Then the other side is this grid paper. It looks a little bit like ledger paper, but it has a watercolor effect on it too. It's like a piece of grid paper that someone went over with green watercolor. It's very pretty, very pretty. Ooh. Then this is a page of cross-stitch patterns. I'm not a fan of cross-stitch. I know it's very trendy right now, but I'm not a huge fan of this, so I probably won't use that side, but I like this green triangle print, so I will probably use that. The cross stitch looks cute and interesting in little bits, like I like this strip of it, but I'm not a huge fan of the cross stitch shapes. Then this is strips of painted color in all of the colors that coordinate with the kit. It's very rough looking. And then this is a triangle print on a white background. I'm not a huge fan of prints that are spread out this much with so much white space between them. I do like them in certain situations, but these are not my favorite kinds of prints right here. But I like this one a lot. Then we have a map of the United States. It has some of Canada, but the best part is cut off, of course. The best part of Canada is my part. This is a lovely, lovely page. This would be awesome for somebody who's traveled and wants to put like little dots in all the places. That you could put like an enamel dot in all the places that you went on your trip, and then have like little speech bubbles or little, you know, things that kind of point with arrows and stuff. I love the idea of using this for a background and then having lots of detailed journaling all throughout it and embellishing, but that I won't be able to use it for that because I don't travel around the United States very often because the dollar is so bad. So the other side of this paper is this really pretty yellow print. I love it. It has the ombre effect going from dark to light yellow, and it reverses kind of at about 2/3 of the way down into like the... Then this paper is awesome. It has this faint look of chalk on a gray background, or it's hard to tell if it looks like chalk or marker. It's really pretty. And it's not very crisp. Like it kind of fades. It has a faded look. And then the other side is, I love this. Love, love, love it. It's this herringbone or chevron-y type of shape, but it has wood grain patterns mixed in with other patterns. It's really pretty. There you go. And then I love this paper. I loved it in Paige Evans' last collection, and I love it in this one. It's just a nice paper that has a whole bunch of squares with different patterns. This is probably my very favorite page in this collection. It was my favorite in her last collection as well. It's really nice because you can use these for anything, like you can punch little shapes out of them, you could die cut little shapes out of them, and it's nice because it's tiny versions of the prints, so if you didn't have the 6x6 paper pad, it gives you that option to take a little sample of everything. The other side is this corally pinky. It looks like it's a watercolor with a Swiss dot, like a white dot. There's a tiny, tiny white dot all over it. This is stunningly beautiful. I love, love, love this paper. I have to use this for background. I absolutely love the whole entire paper. It goes from green to purple to pink with like a corally color over here. It's just so gorgeous. And it has this white pattern of scallops all over it. Really beautiful. And then this is also quite nice, but I'll never see it because I only got one of them. It's this light green wood grain pattern, like planked wood. It's really pretty. I like that quite a lot too, but I'm going to use that side. Then this page is all windows, It's really pretty. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to use it. I might cut out a window, or it might look nice with a strip. It's very bold. I like the black. I like it, but I'm not entirely sure how usable it is. I like that it's got black accents on it and that it's a light black, like it's really gray. It's quite nice. This is nice too. This is quite interesting. It looks like tiles, like where tiles come together. And this kind of color blocking is very trendy right now, and I like it. It gives you lots of kind of design ideas. There's lots of potential with a paper like this to use it for background, and then, you know, how there's lots of different options for how to use this. You could also just cut it up and use it as bits. So that's quite nice. Here's this floral pattern again. It's a rose with some other flowers on a dark watercolored background. It's very pretty. And wow, I love this. This is really cool. These doodly hearts, tone on tone. Love it, love it, love it. I love both sides of this one too. Makes me wish I had bought 2 of each, but you just can't buy everything. This is a whole bunch of cards and stationery looking things like statements and ledgers and lists and whatnot. It's all watercolored, so it has that kind of mottled, very variegated look to it. Very pretty. The other side is a beautiful yellow with white dots all over it, splotchy dots and bokeh looking dots. It's very pretty. This is also very pretty. It's more of those similar colors like the mint green and the lavender and the reds and the yellows. I love that this collection brings in the purple, and I love that it's like a purpley lavendery pink. It's a pinky lavendery purple. It's lovely. This has like, I guess hexagons. White hexagons overlaid on top of the mottled kind of watercolory background. It's really pretty. This is a nice neutral stripe in a teal color. And here we go with a map of Europe. So if you travel a lot, this might be a fun one to use. I don't travel very much, so. And then here we go with that beautiful lavender color again. It's an ombre effect with an overlay of these little white squarish patterns. And that's what it looks like in the bottom where it is. Oops. Oh, sorry about that. My camera. It's struggling because it's so light and it's white on white. My camera doesn't usually do that. Okay, so then here's another cross-stitch pattern. So I won't be using this. I really am not a fan at all of this. I think it's quite ugly. But whatever floats your boat, I'm sure that other people will love it because it's very trendy right now. I don't know what it is with this, but I don't know. I can't make myself like it. So then there's enough beautiful things in this collection that if I don't like a couple parts of it, that's okay. This is another ombre effect, and I love this vibrant pink and how it goes to more of a medium pink. I like the sketchy stripes, like that they look like they're kind of hand-drawn. Very pretty. This is gorgeous, and I'm not entirely sure how I'll use it, but it's really, really pretty. Very, very, very pretty. I love it. It's one of those papers that is frameable. Like, I like it so much, and I don't quite know exactly what I'm going to do with it. Then another one of these color blocked papers that it looks like tiles because of the way that the shading is around it, but it's not really, it's not photorealistic or anything. Like, you can't, like, it's definitely drawn on, and it's kind of drawn on a little bit too perfect. Like, this line here is very straight. Like, yeah. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of that. Because you can kind of see the pixels, like you can see that it was computer designed. I don't like being able to see that something is computer designed. This one is a nice watercolor with this yellow watercolor background and then a whole bunch of stripes across the top. This would be kind of cool to put like maybe a title and some journaling on these lines and then put some photos and embellishments down here, or maybe even that way. No, I kind of like it better this way. Anyhow, that's a, ooh, this is really nice. I love this. Interlocking hexagons, or I guess honeycomb pattern. The colors are just stunning. I love, love, love that combination of colors. I love pinks and reds and oranges together. So that's awesome. Yeah, that's going to be a hard one. I like the creativity, like the potential for creation that comes with this, but I really love that pattern. But it's probably in the little book, so. Here is probably my favorite floral in the collection. I love a hand-drawn looking floral. Very pretty. And I love, it's almost like a sage green with the corally color. And then the other side is variegated from like an ombre effect from dark to light coral. We're at page number 18 now. This is a big collection. It has all of these little tiny squares that are actually triangles, 2 triangles together, with the wood grain accents and the really pretty green. The other side is another really stunning, I think this would make a beautiful background. It goes from yellow to yellowy green to greeny blue. Very, very pretty. And it has this white hexagon, elongated hexagons. Very pretty. Ooh, love that one. We have a nice nice stripy sheet for number 19. Has all of these patterns, some of which show up in the collection. So this says, just lovely, find the joy, bright side, don't look back, best ever, hello darling, sunny days, oh hey you. Create possibilities, celebrate new beginnings. And then the other side is a white-based diamond pattern with little patterns inside, or they're not patterns, they're like either halves or quarters with different colors. Cute. More cross-stitch on hoops. So yeah, I like some of the sayings, but I'm not a fan. Ooh, this is pretty. This is like a beautiful grayish lavender with pink hearts on it. Very cute. That's beautiful. I love that. And more squares with little geometric designs on them. They look like origami or paper piecing type of things. Designs. Very pretty. The other side is another variegated aqua, teal, mint type of combo. It's a little, that's just like a little bit of pink on the paper there. Another honeycomb pattern. This one is pretty. I'm not a huge fan of this one actually because it doesn't have much definition between the hexagons. This one is a beautiful ledger paper which makes a nice background. It would look good like this or like that, or anyway, whatever way you want to use it. But it's like a taupey, a pinky taupe. It's nice. This would probably look nice. I mean, I like the colors in it, and I like the design, and it'll look fine under some layers, but as its own, it's not all that spectacular because of the lack of definition between the, but maybe that's sort of, I mean, that's that look. I just don't like that look. These are a bunch of little bows spread out on a gray polka dot on a white background. This is really pretty. Ooh, I like this too. This is quite nice. What I like about this is that because it's got this hand-drawn watercolory look to it, it's a lot less formal than it would be if it had some other kind of tone-on-tone, dark gray on light gray floral, so I like it for that reason. It's more casual. So then we have, so then we have all of these little tiles that have different sayings. These could be titles, these could be journaling or just accent pieces, or you could cut them up and use them in Project Life. They could make nice accent cards for Project Life. Very nice. It says Carpe Diem, never not loving you. Today I choose joy. The best dreams happen when you are aware, awake, aware, awake, aware, awake. It's awake because it's talking about dreams. I had to use the context to figure it out. It could be either. Give me all the colors. Faith is bigger than fear. You are my sunshine. You and me. Courage, dear heart. Wait. Yeah. Courage, dear heart. Just the way you are. Oh my God. What is wrong with me? You are a wild one and be the light. And then let's look at this really nice, what is this called? A herringbone? I don't know. I call it a chevron. It's not technically a chevron, I don't think, but it is pretty colors, and I like the combination of orange and pink and the green and the bluey green. It's just really pretty. I like that it's an unusual combination of colors. So those are the papers from Take Me Away from Paige Evans. And what else did I show you here? I thought I showed you something else. Oh yeah, the acetate. So the acetate and the papers. Let's look at the embellishments. I did not get the ephemera pack because it was not available in the store when I bought. I think she has it now, but I didn't want to place another order. I can live without the ephemera. This says ephemera, but I think it's wood veneer, but I'm interested in looking at them. They look fluffier or foamier than regular wood veneer. Like they're made out of that balsa wood and maybe like some... So these are the patterns that you get in it, or the designs, I guess. So yeah, it's like a very light balsa wood. It looked almost like it was plywood with a bit of foamy stuff in between, but it isn't. It's just wood. So I bought these for making clusters of embellishments because they make a really nice base, especially the big ones. I'm not a fan of them on their own because they're just too light and too balsa wood looking. Although they've got a nice finish. They've got they must be coated in something because they feel smoother than what you would expect balsa wood to feel. And they all have like a painted part on them, a half or a quarter, or they've got like the dipped look. Some of them do. And that's how the edges of them look. They're really pretty. Great building pieces, I think. For me, they make better building pieces than standalone embellishments. So those are the wood pieces. Now I'll show you the Wild Heart stickers. Oh, these are so pretty. They're so pretty. I love chipboard stickers. One thing that I've learned from scrapbooking from my stash is that I love chipboard stickers and I don't have enough of them. So compared to everything else that I have lots of. So there's a little hole in my fun. That seems kind of symbolic or something. There's a hole in my fun. It's like a hole has been punched out of just the gold foil part. At first I thought there was like a little sticker, like a little circle sticker, but it's not. It's like that is the bare chipboard sticking through. So if I were concerned about this, I might, you know, contact the store or American Crafts, but I'm not. I'll just put a little an enamel dot or something over that, or just leave it. You can't even really see it when it's amongst other things. If that kind of thing bothers you, I don't care about flaws usually, so if that kind of thing bothers you, I would just talk to the person you bought it from. I don't think it's probably in all of them. So, I'm just enjoying these. They have a nice gold foil accent, some pretty words and embellishments, big shapes and stuff, and some banners, keeping it real, weekend vibes. These are very useful. Like they're easy to use. They're very versatile is what I'm trying to say. Very nice. Woo! I love me some chipboard thickers. And I think I'm going to replace the packaging on these because I can. So I have the wider packaging. Then this one is called Dream, and it's foam phrase stickers. I've been really in love with foam phrase stickers lately. These thicker packs that have one side of it is gold foil, and it says, "Take me away, fun, wild heart, fabulous, and weekends," and then some hearts and leafy designs. And then the other side is this really beautiful, it's like a pearlized white. It's very pretty. It says, "Keeping it real, you, me, lovely, sunshine, smile," with some more hearts and leaves amongst it. Really pretty. I love that. And then not part of the Paige Evans Take Me Away collection, but I think it goes quite nicely with it, except I guess probably for the navy part, is this set of chipboard phrases, thickers. It's called Hello, and it's from Dear Lizzie from her new collection, which I'll be sharing in another video. And these stickers say hello, just for fun, an ampersand, and best loved this, some pluses and some little chevron pieces. Adventure, live simply today, yes, I love right now, okay, and some more hearts and stuff. And these are a very thin chipboard. They're not terribly thick. So they're pretty. They're kind of funky. That's what I liked about them, is that they kind of have these like really thick parts on them that make them look, I don't know, they kind of stand out because of it. I like those. So that's what I got from Paper Issues. And I think I said everything that I was going to say. Okay, so that's everything from me for this video. Check out some other videos in my channel if you want to see some of the details of some of the other things that I showed at the beginning of this video. Go ahead and check my channel. They'll probably be the next couple of videos. I'll probably upload them all in sequence. And so if you're interested in seeing what came in my Freckled Fawn kit, or in the Felicity Jane kit that Sue's Fish designed, or in cute, what is it called? All of those videos are coming right up, so have a really great scrappy week, and I'll see you next time.